I'm humbled because it was very moving, and you are an incredible inspiration to me and I know everybody in this room. So bear with me as I gather my thoughts and my feelings, because you made me very proud today to be a graduate of this school, and it's I cannot tell you what an inspiration you are to an old guy like myself who graduated here a long time ago. And Joanna, you're also a smart, elegant, beautiful girl who I cannot wait to hire away from me and bring over to Disney. We would be very lucky to have you, as you two, Matthew. So anyway, I have not been back to this school since my graduation day in 1986. It's been a long time. So 25 years later, I am back. And thank you to Sharon. Thank you for everything today. Sharon showed me around the lower school. She made a 43-year-old man feel like an 83-year-old man because I couldn't remember a darn thing. But you were really gracious to spending the day with me, and there were a few memories that seeped through, and thank you for that. This is a huge thrill for me because, without a doubt, being a JDS graduate put me on the path that I'm on today. I started out as a 7th grader in 1980. I asked my parents to come to JDS because honestly I was afraid of going to a big public high school with thousands of students who valued school spirit over academic excellence and a nurturing environment. But the real truth actually is that I was attracted to this brand spanking new campus in 1980. I was in love with the modern architecture, and who wouldn't want to go to school right across the street from the JCC, which was the perfect after-school playground for us. I wasn't religious. I wasn't terribly smart. I didn't speak Hebrew. I didn't play any sports. Honestly, I didn't have any particular passions other than watching television. Thank God. But within a year of being at JDS, a lot of that changed. By my 2nd year, I was speaking Hebrew. I tried to convince my parents to experiment with kashrut. That lasted about a week. I tried out for some sports teams. I did not make any, but I tried out. And I continued my love and passion of watching television. In fact, I tell people that I majored in watching television and had a part-time gig attending JDS. I had friends, but I never felt like I fit in with a specific clique. But that didn't matter, because JDS fostered an environment that celebrated individuality. And I looked back at my high school yearbooks last week, and I was looking through all the photos and realized we were all misfits. Yeah, some of us were better at certain things, but nobody. Trust me, when I looked at these yearbooks, nobody was the complete package. JDS was a loving, nurturing environment where the teachers, the faculty, they all made us feel safe. They made us feel accepted no matter what interests we had, how skilled we were. Any private school with a small student-to-teacher ratio can give you attention. But JDS gave us much more than that. Being at JDS felt very intimate. We were surrounded, it was almost like we were surrounded by another set of parents and grandparents, and aunts and uncles, and counselors, and coaches, and mentors. In short, people who genuinely cared about us. But if I had to identify one thing that I took away from my experience at JDS, it would be the true understanding and importance of menschlichkeit. Everybody knows what a mensch is. It means, obviously, being honest and a person with integrity. But it also means inspiring others to be the best that they can be. And that is something that JDS did for me. Matthew, that's certainly something that I think you did for everybody today, and certainly for the last couple of years, for everybody that knows your story. But just looking back and remembering some stories of how some teachers inspired me to be the best that I could be. One, and again, you got to remember, I graduated in 1986, so this is a long time ago. But one was I remember wanting to be in the honors English class because all my friends were in honors English. The only problem is I didn't have the grades to be in honors English. I was a good student. I wasn't a great student when it came to English. But I believed that I could do it. I had the drive to do it. I remember sitting down with my English teacher and my guidance counselor and convinced them to give me a shot, to believe in me. And I wish I could stand here tonight and tell you that I did well. I don't remember if I passed or failed, but the point is that they gave me a shot, and not every school would do that. Another example of how JD has sort of inspired me to try something different, and be the best that I can be. I always tried out for the school plays, like not having the right grades to be in honors English. Actually, I didn't have the right voice to be in the school plays. I was the worst singer. But I wanted the lead in the school play. And I think it was in 10th grade. We were doing Guys and Dolls, and I wanted so badly to be not Nathan Detroit, not Tom Detroit, and my teacher, the director, Bobby Osterwell, I remember she believed in me, and she said, "Okay, you don't have the greatest voice, you're not the best actor, but I know how badly you want this role, and I'm going to give you a shot." And it was actually my first taste of show business, because I realized all you need is a little charisma and drive. It has nothing to do with talent. But anyway, when I look back at my 6 years at JDS, I remember the values, the love, the passion for making sure that we left school as good people, and how necessary menschlichkeit was to living a successful life. That was something that JDS gave me, gave Matthew, gave Johanna, that no other school could. As a kids television executive, I take the importance of menschlichkeit very seriously. And at the Disney Channel, where I've been for 14 years, we try and infuse our programming with the same ideals. Our content tries to teach kids the importance of menschlichkeit through friendship, through the characters' relationships with their parents, sometimes through romance. What you see in our programming and on our air are very similar values to what I experienced as a student at JDS. I spend my days tapping into my inner kid. What's it like to be a 13 or 14-year-old? And at Disney, I work with writers and producers to explore this very special time in a kid's life. Now everybody knows this as being a tween. And I look at it through a comedic lens. So thank you, JDS, for giving me such a positive, healthy experience to draw from. Of course, they also say that misery inspires comedy. So maybe if I was a more depressed, angry teenager, our shows would be a little funnier. But for those of you who have kids who watch Disney Channel, or maybe you walk through the living room and you catch a scene or two, or I don't know, maybe you actually sit down and watch it with them, I hope that you can really appreciate how we try to bring a touch of menschlichkeit to our brand. Disney strives to inspire, make kids feel good about who they are. From what I observed today, by talking to the students, I was fortunate enough to sit and talk to two groups of kids, and I can tell that JDS is definitely doing this, and certainly the experience tonight shows that JDS puts a huge importance in being a mensch, and that means that has always meant a lot to me, and I hope it does to you. Who would have thought that somebody would actually get up here and compare the Charles E. Smith Jewish Day School to the Walt Disney Company? But clearly, both are very good investments. At least for now, I've got a lot riding on the success of the Walt Disney Company. But I thank you all for your time, and again, especially to you, Matthew, because this experience has been special, really, because of what I heard tonight from you guys. So thank you. Thanks.